Hello, welcome back to Post Musings. How are you doing? I hope you're fine. Excellent. You should be fine. And I pray that this month of March brings you nothing but real joy. Alright, so let's go to the topic for today. This particular message, was brought to me by a friend of mine, a very dear friend. In fact, orange here. And she says she's realizing something she doesn't like it. Now me say, oh, now didn't you see it before when we were cutting and all that? Didn't you say, oh, no, not really. Like, no, not really. And say, sir, say, and I'm said, yes, no, say. She has realized that the husband doesn't respect her. And I'm saying he doesn't respect his setting. I see, he doesn't take careful thoughts. Like, he's not thoughtful of my emotions. He really doesn't respect me. And I'm saying, why? Because the lady, she's quite resourceful. Comparatively, she's resourceful. She has her own thing going. So at least, if not for anything at all, the man should respect her for achievements. And because that's one way of defining respect. When you have deep admiration for someone because of their achievements, a certain quality, a certain characteristic, you respect them for that. And I think, of course, something about her caught his attention to that should be worthy enough of respect. And so what is she talking about? No, so the husband is fond of dropping the line on her when they're in deep conversations, when they're having conversations, whether or not they are line. And she said when he started doing it for real life, they had a problem. She was broken. She was broken because I didn't know it was important, and she thought it would be important to the discussion, but the girl just cut the line, and she would wait. Say the man would call back and maybe say, "Yeah, phone nearby." He'd call back. He won't call back. And when she calls and she's trying to make him know that Adna and Nahaman, he would just actively dismiss it, like, Masa, let's talk about important things. And she's like, no, this is not it. Like I feel really, really disrespected. It's really demeaning. Okay, so Mami Penibiko and the woman told her, this one is really nothing. Women should not be reacting to respect. Women should be reacting to love. If does the man provide for you? He said, of course, he provides everything for me. But he doesn't respect my emotions. That is a problem. I don't understand. And the woman said, well, men, you should be demanding love from you, not respect. So she asked me, is it normal? She says, usually when they go out, the man is fond of shouting on her. He shouts on her. And she doesn't like it. And the man doesn't, and when she draws his attention to it, the man doesn't seem to, it was heading. And so he wanted to ask me, is it normal for men to respect women like they're women? And when she said that, I was like, hey, madam, please, don't do this. Of course, respect is supposed to be reciprocal. Everybody responds to respect the same way. A man doesn't respond to respect any more or less than a woman responds to respect. Okay, respect should go both ways. You know why? Because everybody has pride, everybody has integrity, everybody has faith. Some people have built their reputation so much because somebody is there who admires a wife. And you've disgraced them, you've embarrassed them. If, like, Obi to say Capricorn and Obi to say choleric, you've destroyed them because they are reputation conscious. Obi to say if the person is Taurus, a Taurian, you've destroyed them because they are reputation conscious, and they take their time to build that reputation. You understand? So whether or not you're a man or a woman, you have to give everybody respect. I know that because of a man's nature of some egoistic and almost war leadership, men respond highly to respect than women do. I'm telling you, because a man will blow it to the point of an ego, but a woman will blow it to the point of her emotions. And most times emotions aren't expressed, but a man will let you know, say, you are insulting my personality. But the woman will just break down and cry. For marriage especially, respect is primary. Apart from love, respect is primary, because I don't know where love thrives where there's no respect. Now let me tell you something. There are some things some people outside cannot do with me or tell me. They cannot. Not because almost show me, but because I have allowed that level of vulnerability between us. But with my husband, he can do and say anything because I have bared my vulnerable self to him. Like people in a relationship like marriage, you have bared your emotional and vulnerable self to them above everybody else. Your defenses are down with them. And because of that, Adibia baby a more than anybody else. And because they have bared their face their vulnerable selves to you, you have to find safety in that. So you can go all the way with them and they will tolerate you. And then protect that vulnerable self. Don't take it for granted. So Obufu so married with Jimmy, on Jimmy, you don't know. Oh, me couldn't they was say I'm on say you. pen up or that question better now. Because there are some things in marriage, people tolerate so many nonsense they won't tolerate outside, simply because they have bared their vulnerable self to you. So Bema, Oba, respect it. Don't treat your wife like only atinka, because you'll be very sorry. So this particular lady, I told her, have you talked to your husband about it? Have you told him that this is how? Or say I tell him and he just doesn't seem to care. Then I told him, okay, next time on offer na say bia, who say the temperatures are rising so high, cut the line yourself. Offer na so cut the line yourself. Offer na so be cut the line, cut the line yourself, and don't call back. If he doesn't call back, don't call back either. Throw that signal to him, say, my brother, I don't yell. So she said she did it. Once you couldn't friend us or be cut here, no cut call, and she won't call back. At first she was scared, for whatever reason. Scared that the man will come and flare up and all that, whatever. But she did it. She just cut that I didn't call back. Also, Anna Nukumba, why didn't you call back? Not because I don't appreciate the way you spoke to me on the line. I don't appreciate the way you talked to me on the line. I don't even appreciate that you cut the line on me. Do I look like a small girl to you? Don't do that. I don't appreciate it. Then the man now was like, oh, okay. I didn't know it's that way. He knew that way. But because he has now felt the brunt of the pain, and he has felt the betrayal, that is why he's changing. You see, we have to be very thoughtful of the emotions of the people in relationships. They're very necessary. If you want them to trust you and trust you, be safe around your person, be safe around your emotions, be thoughtful about how they feel. When you're about to do something to your spouse, say your spouse. Don't shout on your wife in public. Don't scream on your husband in public. It is demeaning. It is insulting. And because they have bared their vulnerable self to you, that is the base they can go. That is all they can go. So if you continually abuse it, they begin to doubt themselves. They begin to doubt their self-worth. Because they will stop the person. But because it is you and their defenses are down, they kind of sip it in, they kind of assimilate. So over time you realize that, especially in verbally abusive relationships where there's no respect, where there's no thoughtfulness, where there's no sensitivity, people begin to lose themselves. They become pale reflections of who they really are. Because that was just say not your was a Nippon are also protecting the sanity. We take your sanity, so the person's lost. There are some people, before they even take decisions, especially decisions that would affect their family, they would never tell their spouse. And so even if they tell you, it's out of courtesy, not because they really want your input. What is that? Women are powerful oracles. You're intuitive. Obabia esunsun ata esuma ngiza. Ade oto ohen, oto ohunu. Obetuma fudua, bia ekos oya korakra, they have that ability. Then they'll tell you what's about. They don't even know why they are saying it. They don't even know. But it just comes to them. We are intuitive like that. We are portals with the divinity, and we are portals. Men are portals. You are lucky to have a woman in your life who loves you. Let them know. But their suspense will help your life. Some people, people are just not interested in the affairs of their spouses. Just say, so just say, who's your friend? They don't care. They're not interested in your life, and you're supposed to be married. Do you know the beauty of intimacy? The beauty of intimacy, you have no idea. When you are so in tune with another person, it prolongs your life because there's safety in intimacy. Build it. Be interested in your spouse's life. Let them know that you care. Of course, why would you marry someone you don't care about? Ukuna diam found, Ohira diam found. But what dear bad swap because we ain't how you wouldn't want to be treated. Don't treat your spouse like that. Don't kill your spouse with emotional torture. The way they behave outside, they're the life of the party. But when they come home, it's like they don't have to talk. Yes, the environment is not conducive with the ambience of the house. It's not accommodating of conversation. They just will not communicate. Respect, no valuing high admiration. Or bet me admire the pastor, whether woman or man pastor. They can admire them and have nippon and TV. They don't even regard them. We are fine. Everything's fine with you. Let your spouse feel safe in the sanctuary of your home. And by sanctuary of your home, I mean your person. Some people, when they have problems in their marriage, because there's no respect there, they go outside and discuss it. But they will actively dismiss you. Hey, papa. So. My husband and my wife, they can't say no. They won't bet to say they are not even there. They talk to them anyhow, they insult them. What to make a choice so at this sound could so now is she a machine? How will she respond? To you a question and a question to you. Let's what are you? Someone says when we are calling men, you also come. You tell your husband that when you are calling men, you also come. Hey sister, and I know what to know. When I walk train into what are you? What are you? You have babies with men who are not men. What are you? What are you? Respect your spouse. And when you will be at their chair, say you value them and you want them in your space. You admire them. There's something about them you admire. Admire your spouse because Oyena wants an Obi admire. Admire your husband though. Because Obi admire me say some women leave their husbands and they see them after somebody else has taken them and valued them. No, we want sure. Some people treat their wives anyhow. Obi catch and wife say now say give me a one you will be shocked. Where your treasure is, that is where your heart is. Because your heart is not with your spouse, you don't treasure them, and because you don't treasure them, you don't treat them with care. Some people respect their family members more than their spouses. Bema a big bobo oba a big bobo. When you see a couple who share mutual respect, you know, not like they flourish. Because we go skakra, no we go skakra, and they keep pruning. Obia here respect. Even animals respond to respect. Now come personipa on the table, come on please. And fatao. Be courteous with your spouse. Don't be rude. Don't talk down on them. Don't do that. There are some people whose love language is affirmation. If you call them when you talk down at them anyhow, you are breaking them, you are destroying them. Be particularly cautious and careful. Be thoughtful. Be dedicated. Be committed to changing the ambience of that that home of yours that has become so wild. Be committed to changing the ambience, making it very soft, very mild, very accommodating. The kids will grow well. Respect your spouse. It's a gift to give to yourself. If you respect and honor your spouse, it's a gift to give to yourself. Because please subscribe if you have not subscribed. Follow this page, like it. Leave a comment down there and share it. And thanks for watching. This is Ako's Musings.